What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Bonnie. This is my channel where I talk about all things lifestyle and DIY. So if you're interested in either of those, make sure you guys hit subscribe and turn on those notifications. Today I'm going to share with you guys another unboxing. It does not have to do with Christmas exactly, but I did get it for a sale on Black Friday. Technically, it was a Black Friday. Walmart came out with Black Friday advertisements or sales a few weeks ago, and I was able to score a self-emptying robot vacuum. So if you guys want to see that, just keep watching. Alright guys, so I had to stand up for this because this box is pretty heavy, so I'm not going to stand and hold it, and then I just felt like this was going to be a little bit easier. But as you can see here, I got the Shark Easy Robot Self-Emptying Robot Vacuum. I said robot twice. Anyways, I thought that this was going to be a great addition to the house because typically, if you guys didn't know, I work full-time now, so that's why my videos on here are a little bit more scarce because I've had pretty much little to zero time to actually record and edit and share videos, but that's besides the point. So anyways, I take my lunch time for the most part to come home and I clean up the house. The only thing that I'm not able to do because I run out of time is vacuum around the downstairs. And if you guys have kids, if you don't have kids, if you have pets, you guys know that it gets dirty so fast. There's always crumbs all over the floor and it really irritates me because we don't have carpet downstairs except for in the living room. And so like when you walk on crumbs, it's really gross. So I wanted something that was going to be able to help me out. So that is why I purchased the robot vacuum, because I think that this is going to be a great addition to my cleaning routine, just to kind of help keep the house in order, a little bit neater, and then me spending less time actually cleaning. So let's go ahead and see what it has. So standing and bending over was going to be a lot more difficult than sitting and putting this on my lap. I tried it, you know, we're working with it. So anyways, we have the Shark Easy Robot Self-Empty. It says forget about vacuuming for weeks. I think that, so this actually works with Alexa. We don't have Alexa in our house. We have Google Home, I think, but I may be purchasing Alexa just to be able to utilize it with this. Why have all this crazy fancy technology if you're not going to use it to help you out to the best of its abilities? It actually says that it works with Google Assistant too, but I feel like I've always wanted to get Alexa over Google, but anyways. So this includes the robot vacuum, it includes the self-empty base, and then 2 side brushes. So if you guys haven't used a robot vacuum before, it's circular, but on both sides, or maybe even like all around the bottom, I'm not entirely sure yet, there's brushes. So the brushes are like, they stick out like 1 inch or 2 on the side so that it can sweep up all of the stuff that's like around it versus just what it goes over, because sometimes it's gonna miss things if that's the case. And that's how it can get into like corners as well. So I'm really excited to utilize this. What I do like about this is that it says it's cleaning row by row. You can actually map out what you want in the app that it has for this. So I think that's an amazing feature as well. My husband was saying, you know, well, how does it know where to go? And I'm like, oh, well, it has sensors. But the benefit of this one is that you can actually map out your living room. How you do that, I'm not sure yet, but if you do, you map it out to where like furniture is, or it might map it out like by sensing it. But yeah, so then it'll just go row by row so that it doesn't miss anything. And then if it has to go around furniture, it'll do that. So I don't know about you guys, but I vacuum under my sofa probably once a month, if that. Kind of gross, but it's a hassle. So this going underneath the couch is going to be a lifesaver for all of that stuff that's underneath there. So just gotta make sure my kids don't put like anything that's going to destroy this vacuum underneath it. But I will share that the Black Friday sale, so I think it's typically $400 for this specific vacuum, and I think this is the smaller version. I want to say that there's like an XL version, but I paid $288, so after tax I want to say it was around like $310, so not bad. A lot better than $400. And then it has, let's see here, 1 tap or voice control. So like most robot vacuums, on the very top of like the actual vacuum itself, it'll say like clean, and then it'll say like dock. And so if you press clean, it'll start its little routine of cleaning, you know, wherever you place it. And then dock, it'll find its way home. So I always thought that that was really cool. The reason why I actually got interested in this is we have one at work. And I literally sat there for 10 minutes watching this thing like vacuum my office. And I was just like, wow, this is so amazing. Like, I really don't even have to do anything. And then once it's done or once it's dying, it'll automatically dock itself. So I was like, yes, please. So let's see what else it has. So on the back side, it shares some more information. So it has the spinning side brushes. And then I want to say that's going to be on like both sides. Then it has the navigation module. It says uses thousands of data points to assess location and identify rooms, uncleaned areas, and edges. And then it has bumper sensors, which will detect walls, corners, and other obstacles. And then it has cliff sensors, so it'll identify stairs and ledges to ensure your robot doesn't fall. How cool is that? Kind of scary that it knows these things, but also very cool because we do have an upstairs. Not that I think I'll be using this upstairs, but again, I could if I really wanted to, just because it has that cliff sensor. Because I was like, well, I'll have to put something to block off the stairs, but apparently I don't. Maybe we should test it out and see if it'll find the stairs. Let's see, it says multi-surface brush roll. And then powerful shark suction. So I've had a shark vacuum before and I've honestly really loved it. We switched to the Dyson one year and honestly the suction isn't really that great on the Dyson. So we might have to go back to shark eventually. And then, so this is the base that it comes with, and that's where it's gonna self-empty. So instead of emptying your little vacuum thing every so often, it says you don't have to like empty this dock or the base for weeks. I don't know how often you guys empty your guys' vacuums, but not having to worry about this is a good thing for me because I'm very forgetful. But I hope that it says, I hope that it has, oh, you can see it, sorry. So there's like a little clear window that you'll be able to see how high the debris that it vacuums up is at so that you would know when to empty it. So that's kind of a nice feature to have. So kind of like your Keurig, if you guys have one and it has a water reservoir, you can see where the water is so that you know when to refill it with water without it having to tell you. But anyways, all right, so let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. All right, so there's little tabs on the bottom here. And then you flip this open, and that's how you open the box. So it says recommended use on all carpet types. Do not use on hard floor surfaces. Mats may easily slide if stepped on. And then place the dock on the mat before use. So I'm assuming that this is where the dock station or the self-emptying part sits, and then the vacuum will eventually sit on here as well. So that's this piece that it comes with. We have the quick start guide here, and then the app that you can download, and then it has its own user guide. I got the white. It does come in black. I thought the white was, you know, sleek looking or nice looking. Who knows? It'll probably just show more dirt that it comes up with, so that might have been a mistake. So it has the plastic on here. Super nice. And so let's see here. I'm gonna grab the camera so you guys can see what it has. So this is what this pretty thing looks like. It looks like that's the sensor. It kind of looks like a camera, so that's kind of scary. But then you can scan the little QR code here to download it. There's the question number or the number for questions, and then some of the features that it has on here as well. There is a little protective thing so that the shark label didn't get scratched. I'm just gonna throw that on the floor right now. So then it says turn power switch on before charging, and then it says power on off switch is right there. So let's see here, remove film before use. So let me do all that. I think this is just a little bumper thing that it senses like walls and like obstacles so that it doesn't break. So let's go ahead. Then you can see the brushes on the bottom here. So this is like the main brush that you would see on a vacuum. These are the little wheels that it has so that it can go places. I think these are all like the sensors so that it can map out like the room for you, which I think is insane. And then these are some more brushes as well. So let's go ahead and take off all this plastic stuff. Let's see what this is. Oh, these are the brushes for the robot too. So I'll have to figure out where I have to insert these so that it can clean a little bit better. Actually, I think they go right here. Yeah, so let me take this out and then remove all the plastic, and then I'll set this up so that you guys can see how it operates. So here we have the little charging base for it. So this is the front side of it. Like I told you guys, there's like a little window that you can see where all like the garbage or stuff that the vacuumed up goes into. So you would be able to know when to empty it. This is the suction part where it'll suck up the garbage from the little vacuum, and then it'll go into this little tank thingy that it holds until it has to be emptied. So let me go ahead and take this out of the plastic. Okay, but seriously though guys, don't mind that garbage that's on the side anymore because I have nowhere to put it. So anyways, the dock right here. So the dock power switch is on the back side here. And then you can see that if it's on or charging or right here. And then I like that it has this little handle on the back side for when you lift up this container. So it says press and slide out for dust cup. So press and slide out. Let me see if I can do this. Maybe I should do it with my left hand. Oh gosh. Okay, so that was a little more difficult than I anticipated it to be, for me at least. But this is the little dust container. And then to empty it, you are going to use this little piece right here. And then push, and then it'll empty. So it's got a pretty decent sized compartment for like crumbs and whatnot, especially if you're doing just to maintain cleanliness of your home. So this is the little dust compartment. So that's really nice to have. And then we have the front of it, the sticker here says, for best results, base setup. Place base against a wall on bare floor. On carpet, use the shark mat. So the little plastic mat that I showed you guys in the beginning of this. And then plug in the base power cord. Leave at least 3 feet of open space on the sides and then 5 feet in front. So when the base is plugged in, the power indicator light will turn green. Power buttons on both robot and base must be in the on position. Place the robot on the back with its backside. Place the robot on the base with its backside against the base. And then when charging begins, the robot will beep and the blue charging indicator light on the base will pulse. When the robot is fully charged, the light will turn solid blue. So that's just some, I feel like a quick reference guide for setup. So let's go ahead and get this thing set up so I can see if it turns on. So these little guys here that I shared with you, right here and right here, that is where these little brushes go. So you just kind of pop it in and then it'll lock in place and that's good to go. Alright guys, so I did have to dock it because the battery was dying, but you can see here that this light is flashing blue, so that means it's charging because the light on here, the power button is on and the charging light is flashing as well. So that is a good sign. When I did dock it, you guys could hear that the, whatever was in this vacuum piece was getting sucked into the dust cup right there. So that's always a good thing, right? If it works properly. So there we have it. All right, guys, I do have to play around a little bit more with the Shark vacuum and definitely download the app to see how that works out. But so far, I think I'm going to love this addition to our home because it's definitely going to help me maintain the cleanliness of my house. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. If you have any questions or if you want to see a continuous video with me utilizing the app and how it maps everything out, let me know in the comments down below. So hit that thumbs up button, guys. I will see you in the next one.